Offset was just being himself. He knew Cardi wasn't going anywhere, he just knew he had her. He knew she wouldn't leave. He knew exactly what to do to win her back. Buy 2 Birkins, buy 3 purses, yeah, maybe even a Raleigh. He'd be on his best behavior for a few weeks or maybe a couple of months, and then, boom, back to the same old ways. Don't it, girl? It looks like things are about to get messy between Jess Hilarious and Offset because Jess just put him on blast after he slid into her DMs with some strong words. This drama kicked off after Jess called him out on Club Shay Shay over the way he treated Cardi B during their messy breakup. But Jess wasn't about to let him get away with that. She clapped right back, warning him to check his tone, or else she'd spill never-before-heard tea about his shady behavior with Cardi. The drama surrounding Cardi and Offset's split just refuses to die down, and it's been making headlines for months. Cardi sent the internet into a frenzy when she announced she was divorcing Offset, and the timing made it even crazier. Less than 24 hours after revealing her baby bump and announcing they were expecting their 3rd child. But honestly, if you've been keeping up with these two, the divorce wasn't exactly a shocker. Their marriage has been a hot mess from the start, packed with cheating scandals left and right, mostly because Offset just couldn't keep it in his pants. Ever since Cardi announced their separation, things have gotten super shady between them. And let's be real, it's mostly coming from Offset's side. It's like he's just now realizing Cardi is really done with him. First, he tried to accuse her of cheating while pregnant just to get her attention. Then, he dropped this comment that seemed like a clear shot at Cardi. He wrote, "Everybody can see I don't want you. It is okay, I'm not talking about this no more. All love, you will be calling me after a couple of months. You are my baby, ma'am. I won." Responding to Offset's comment about not wanting her, Cardi clapped back with, "LMAO, coming from the same one who had to DM me all weekend, crashing out because he was blocked. He hurt because I was going to Paris. He was right. It would be the last time talking about his lame ass." Since Offset threw that shady comment at Cardi, things have only gone downhill. He's been spotted with different women left and right, while Cardi has been seen out a few times with NFL star Stefon Diggs, and let's just say the dating rumors have been swirling for a while now. I think it's safe to say both Offset and Cardi have moved on with their lives. But just when we thought the drama between them was finally leaving the headlines, Jess Hilarious brought the conversation back, and this time, she took it to a whole new level. Lately, Jess has been making headlines after going on a heated rant about her Breakfast Club co-host, feeling like she wasn't being treated right. So, for those who might not be caught up, Jess Hilarious went on maternity leave back in December after welcoming her baby girl. While she was away, the Breakfast Club producers brought in Lauren LaRosa to fill in for her. But when Jess returned, she immediately noticed that something felt different with her co-hosts. So she went live on Instagram, and let's just say she did not hold back. She straight up called out Charlamagne Tha God and DJ Envy, accusing them of not being clear about what Lauren's role was supposed to be once she was back. And girl, yeah, that's exactly why I picked her to fill in for me during my maternity leave. This woman, every day. I have no reason to hate on her, I really don't. No, I didn't like her when I came back, because I was like, alright, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? And she knew it. We talked about it because honestly, my anger was misplaced. Nah, it wasn't even her that I didn't like. It was me realizing I don't like the way these people up here are moving. Okay, got it. Now, it's her segment. But she demanded Hilarious wasn't done stirring up drama. After that whole blow-up with her co-hosts, she sat down for an interview with Shannon Sharpe on his Club Shay Shay podcast, where he asked her a few questions, including how she felt about Cardi B and Offset constantly throwing little shots at each other. And let me tell you, Jess did not hold back. She flat out said Offset was out here playing Cardi. According to Jess, Offset knew Cardi was a deep lover and took full advantage of that. She claimed that every time he messed up, he'd come crawling back with some expensive gifts, thinking that would make everything okay. Take a seat and listen to what she had to say. So, I would never do that. Nope, never. Right now, me and Rome, we done had our days, our arguments, my son's father. We've never gone back and forth online, Hell no. Never. Because at the end of the day, it's still us. You know what I mean? Like, we still have this child together, so I gotta deal with you. Now, here's the thing. I think Offset was just doing his thing. He knew Cardi would stick around. He just knew he had her. He was confident she wouldn't leave. He knew exactly what moves to make to get her back. Buy 2 Birkins. Buy 3 Birkins. Yeah, maybe even a Raleigh. He might behave for a couple of weeks, maybe even a few months, and then boom, right back out there doing what he does. You know what I mean? Yes. But the moment she started moving on, oh, he couldn't handle that. Nope, that man could not take it. Yeah, He'd be upset. Yeah, he'd be upset. Even now, when people talk about it, they're calling him upset. Yeah, makes sense. He hates when certain people take Cardi's side because I think he truly believes there's another side to the story that people aren't seeing. Like, y'all don't know the full picture. Y'all aren't talking about this part. Nah, but we do see what's been going on. We've seen you out there. You know what I'm saying? We see you and we also hear. Because Cardi tells everything. Everything. That's why I said she doesn't even need to be up here. She spills it all anyway. You know what I mean? Everything. We see what you're doing and we also see how much she loves you. Right? And she loved you through a lot, including the things you put her through. Correct. Cardi's a lover. That much is obvious. She just wanted to be happy, and she tried so many times to make that happen. But it doesn't always work out like that. Now, can social media ruin a relationship? Hell yeah. Yes, because at some point you stop living for each other and start living for the validation. But let me tell you, Jess's comments did not sit right with Offset. Just hours after the episode aired, he hopped on Twitter and wrote, "Stop mentioning me before I roast you for hating on another black woman." And let me tell you, people were giving Offset the side-eye over that tweet. Because, let's be real, Jess didn't even go out of pocket. She just described the situation exactly how it played out. But according to her, Offset was just bitter over losing Cardi to another man. And the drama didn't stop there. Sources on the inside spilled that Offset slid into Jess's DMs, sending some strong words her way, basically warning her to keep his name, Cardi's name, and anything about their separation out of her mouth. Or else, there'd be consequences. Apparently, he was ready to pull up to the Breakfast Club himself. He, however, wasn't about to back down from the threat. A source revealed that Jess warned Offset to watch his tone when speaking to her, or texting her, because at the end of the day, she's not the one who put his messy separation all over the internet. And as y'all know, once a story hits the internet, you lose control over how people react to it. The same source also shared that Jess made it very clear to Offset that she had no intention of having any further conversations with him about his breakup. And if he ever called her out again over his divorce, she was ready to make things even more complicated for him by spilling some never-before-heard tea about how he really treated Cardi during their marriage. Now, honestly, I think Offset is just salty and jealous that Cardi has officially moved on, and I don't think he's fully come to terms with the idea of her being with another man. He really thought he had her on lock. Like, no matter what he did, she'd never leave because of the kids. He just needs to take his L in peace, move on, and stop losing it every time someone brings up him, Cardi, and their messy separation. Jess hilarious putting Offset on blast after he slid into her DMs, just hours after she talked about his split from Cardi on Club Shay Shay, had fans talking. People flooded the comments, saying things like, "Love how Offset was mad at Jess, but not upset when Jason and that therapist brought up his name. The GPC's really exposed who the problem was. The plan backfired and now he's losing it in the DMs." Offset is mad at everyone for talking about him, but not at himself. Bro, you gave the world and Sassy Shannon a reason to bring you up and ask Jess a question. Offset is heated at Jess hilarious because she just confirmed what we already knew. He's been losing it behind the scenes over Cardi. He desperately wants people to believe he doesn't want her back, so bad.